Okay, ladies and gentlemen, instruction number 1. We need at least 5, maximum 6 people per table, please. If you are not there in that configuration, please reconfigure. We need at least 5, minimum 6 per table. And your table therefore needs to have 6 packets of Lego blocks. Minimum 5, maximum 6 people per table. So you need to move. Here. This table can take 2 of you. Yeah. Okay, he's gone.
Two.
You're going to have one handheld microphone?
1, 2, 3. Rajan,
Come here. Oh, you have 4. Okay. One of them have to come here. 3. See that table? Can you take one of them from there?
Yeah, mine.
One of you.
Hello.
hello.
Yeah.
You can join.
You need one more. Can you move there, please? And one of you move here. They need one. And you can join this.
How many are there? 6.
This is 4.
Excuse me. You want to join here, please?
Just turn the chair around.
We need at least
Yeah.
6 will be here.
To figure out.
Excuse me. Can you go to this table?
You need one more.
2.
One more. One more.
Yeah, 4. 5.
One of you, please.
Yeah, you can join there, no?
That's fine.
One of you.
So there are
It's
2
after
here.
this, am I right?
I'm moving to this one.
Are you moving here? Okay, so you can ask him. No? Can you join there?
Come along. Sir.
5,
Here.
right? So you can.
This table. Or
Yeah, join here, join there.
you have to have 6 people.
You. Oh, you already 6?
There is one.
Here. Join here. So you get 6. You got 6. You got 5. Okay, any table still short?
Yeah, here.
You join one of these. Pull a chair.
Oh, you guys have. You can't be lone ranger.
Just make sure.
Can one of you move
Are
here?
you have to be.
Yeah,
part of
can we have one of you go there?
Move here?
Okay, if you can join here.
One of you shift there.
One of you? No, I think.
They are 6, they are 5, they are 5, they are
That's fine then.
all okay?
5.
Guys, you need to sit closer.
You can remove the bag and
See, like that.
and then collapse. No, 5 people. There are individual exercises, there are group exercises. You'll see. Okay. But you should see each other so that you can communicate. So.
We have to do all of this.
Okay, anybody does not have a Lego packet?
And I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4,
A pack of blocks. Sorry, what am I saying? A pack of blocks.
6, 7.
Check this. Vas.
It's there.
Excuse me, everybody has one? Anybody deprived? Missing? Pining?
Yeah. Each individual packet.
No? Okay,
If you want a packet, I can get
they're all ready.
Good.
Unbelievable, but true.
Good.
Okay, so if you haven't figured it out yet, we're going to have some fun with Legos this afternoon. One of the goals of the Joomla World Conference is to help build our community, bring us together, help us solve problems together, so that when we go back to our local communities, we can take that spirit and that knowledge and that enthusiasm and help grow our local communities and help grow our software together. So this evening, we have Marko Rillio, a LEGO Serious Play facilitator with us. And LEGO Serious Play is a fun program, even though it has serious in the name. You should have a lot of fun this evening, but we'll be exploring some questions about Joomla, about our community, how you interact with our community, and how you contribute to our community. So I hope you have a lot of fun, and I hope you learn some things and share some things and hopefully get to know some new people. So with that, let's welcome Marko Rillio and his assistants.
Thank you. Okay, so let's do, first of all, a quick introduction. I come from Estonia, and I have been dealing with playing with Legos for the past 10 years. And my child and friend, all their friends are thinking that I have a really great job because I can deal with playing with Legos as an adult as well as when I was a kid. I have here a friend of mine, Ramesh, with whom we spent a lovely time in 2009 back in Lego in Billund by getting our credentials and by getting our accreditation in LEGO Serious Play. And Ramesh, in turn, has invited several of his colleagues that he can also introduce.
Yeah, okay. So I have Rajan, who's also an accredited facilitator. And I have Giri, raise your hand, and Vas. Okay, so can you keep your hands raised? Yeah, so those guys now with the hands raised are the people you go to if you have any issues with whatever you face in the next 2 hours, okay? As we play this, whatever problems you have in life, please call us, okay? Next 2 hours, we're going to solve all of them for you, the 5 of us, okay? Is that fine? So, like John said, it's called serious play because we think as human beings, we need to get more serious about play and more playful about work. Yeah, and that's the principle of LEGO Serious Play. And a lot of what you're going to do today is a what if, right? A luxury that you don't typically get in life, to sit and dream of what if, right? You get to do that here, so please let yourself go, okay? Each one of us have a child in us, and that child has been trapped and has been yelling for freedom for decades. So please let that child free too. Okay? Is that fine? So you got the people now, facilitators. Call us if you have any issues. I hand it over to Marko to start the introduction.
Absolutely.
To the exercise.
As Ramesh was saying, this is going to be fun, and this is going to be quite enjoyable, and just let yourself go with the flow. So the rules are the following. Well, first of all, everybody participates, everybody builds, everybody tells. So nobody is simply sitting with their hands not on Lego bricks. Then what else is there? We suggest you to think with your hands. We have had several interesting presentations today, and we will have several presentations still coming during the next 2 days. But this is now the time to not think so much with your brains, but exactly with your hands. We'll tell you later why is this really important. And, well, what is the session all about? It's about 3 things. It's about building, it's about playing, and it's about sharing. And we'll get the chance of doing these things immediately. So first of all, if you have not opened your plastic bags yet, then do it now. Assemble just 4 bricks and build with those 4 bricks a dog. Just take 4 bricks and build a dog.
I'll get you again. Vas.
All right, time is ticking. 4 bricks. When you're done, just raise your hand and raise your dog and show it to the others. What kind of dogs do you have over there? So, what types of dogs do you have? So, raise up your... So, this dog here looks like a small minifigure just on 4 feet. So, really lovely
Good
dog.
one.
Would you like to comment your dog a little bit? No, that's all right. Okay. So who else would like to show their dog? It's very similar, the same way, on 4 legs. But
Come way back.
do you have different ones? Yep.
Vas.
Yeah? There is another
Anybody
one,
with a dog?
which looks like that.
Oh, that's one. There's another dog here on all 4s.
That's the wiener dog. Taxhund. Very good.
Any dogs?
So many different dogs have been built. Okay.
Look at that.
Well, really fun.
Duck who thinks
So
he's a
when we're
dog.
looking at
He's
different
probably
kinds
right.
of dogs, there as well.
Here's one.
How does it look like?
Wow, it's got real big eyes. It hasn't slept for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Good one.
Amphibians. What other types?
One more there.
Okay.
Similar to that. Here, I saw one here. Oh yeah, okay.
Very good.
Big eyes.
Okay, and the last one, who wants to show theirs? So, how does it look like? Oh, it looks like one of the Star Trek movies. That's very good. So lovely. It's interesting because when we looked at then these different dogs, there were some similar traits, but as a matter of fact, most of them were quite unique. And the interesting fact is that when you try to assemble a number of Lego bricks, then the possibilities are really endless. You can do one type, the other type, and different types. And here comes the next exercise. The next exercise is the following. Try to find a minifigure, and it looks something like this. If you have not put it up yet, then assemble the legs, the face,
The legs,
and
the
everything else.
torso, the chest, the arms, and the head.
Okay,
Got that?
excellent. Everybody has minifigure, hands up.
Yeah. Good.
Brilliant. So we are all with our minifigures. Here comes your next task. And the next task is the following. Now add a couple of things to your minifigure and introduce yourself to the other people in your table. This is what you're already doing. And explain using this minifigure who
That's
are
a
you
maxi figure. That's
and
very big.
why are you at the Joomla annual conference. And for the building, you will get the chance to spend 1 minute, and for introductions in your table, it's maximum 5 minutes. So, the time starts ticking. 1 minute for building you, and then 5 minutes for introducing yourself to the other group members who you have in your table.
Build yourself, configure.
Right, 10 more seconds to build.
Yeah, something, whatever it is.
Okay, and time is up. No more building. Now the next thing is that you have 5 minutes in your group to introduce yourself to each other so that you will become friends with other people who are sitting with your table. So go ahead.
Use your model to introduce yourselves.
Model.
Vas. Can you move one there?
Good. As a group.
Move.
No, this is you. Use the model. Tell about you to the team. Introduce yourself to the team using the model.
Can you tell them?
That's you. Now introduce yourself to the team. You guys have, all of you are together. So don't separate. Just explain. Yup. Model, am I right? That's you. Now introduce yourself to the team. Using the model. Work is over. You guys are introducing yourself. Show the model and that's you. Yeah, please. Guys, you are together. All of you together. So use it to introduce yourself to the team. This is you. Please. Yeah, somebody start.
Tell your friend as not go the world. Longer with him. He didn't know about it. He told me.
All right?
We have to
Going.
dismantle this to do the tower.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, sorry.
So they are keeping it aside like
Okay.
okay, one more minute to finish your introductions.
All right, 10 more seconds and then we're done with this exercise. Okay, so now that we have practiced both playing and building, we are practicing also the third skill, which is extremely necessary in this session, and this is called sharing. So how many people are regularly using Twitter? Please put your hands up. So how many of you are Twitter users? Brilliant. Now it's your chance to tweet about it. So we have put up here a particular set of Twitter hashtags. So in addition to JWC15, also add to this another hashtag LSP. LSP stands for Lego Serious Play. And post your tweet about what you built, because we are going to post several tweets during our discussions and buildings and play activities during the day today. So you can do that now, and you will have the chance to tweet also later afterwards.
Please take a snap and tweet, because we're going to dismantle this model very soon. So before
Exactly.
we do that, take a snap, store it for posterity in Twitter.
Okay. And if you forget, then each of the slides has the Twitter hashtag printed at the header, so you can remind yourself what is out there. Okay, thank you very much for this kind of fun introduction. And why did we do this? And why do we ask you to think with your hands? Look at this funny slide over there. There is a photograph which comes from the Natural History Museum of London, and it shows what a person would look like if all the body parts of a person would be exactly equal to the cortex areas in the brain that coordinates the spot. So as you can see, it's predominantly focused on hands. So 80–90% of our brain is connected to moving our hands, moving our fingers, doing something with them. So in essence, when you move your hands, it activates your neural circuits and it makes you think faster as well. So the next time you can see somebody who is frantically clicking their pen, don't think that this person has a problem, this person is really thinking. And also those bricks will help you think throughout the session today. And also you can use those bricks later to think also in the future.
Your hands know much more than your brains do.
Absolutely.
That's backed by research. It's one of the reasons why we have kids play a lot with hands, with clay, with crayons. It's very important. It's a very important part in our development. One is very worried with a lot of keyboards all over the place these days, right? It's very important that some way you give practice to your fingers because all our nerve ends end at our fingers, right? And this can really make you intelligent, not this, right? And this is proven through research. So what Lego Serious Play does is actually lets the hand take the lead and the mind follows.
Absolutely. Okay.
Right?
Ready. Now we're practicing the next task, which is collective building and practicing building together. So we'll give you a limited amount of time, and you have to build as a team, as a table together, a tower which would be able to fit the small minifigure at the very top. And you have only 2 minutes to do that. And we'll see who has the tallest tower by the end of this exercise.
So remember, on top of the tower, we need a minifigure.
Doesn't matter. Well, then the tower will be shorter.
Yeah. Some are started building, some are dismantling.
Okay. Okay. Half of time is already gone. So 1 more minute to complete your tower.
Let's go back. You're building more than one tower. Merge them, merge them. Okay. One for the whole table.
All right. Just 15 more seconds and then you have to be ready. Be prepared for the countdown because once the time is over, then you immediately must stop. And then we'll find who has the highest tower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time's up. So remove your hands and see how tall your tower is.
Okay, here, Marko.
Okay.
Marko, we have a tower here.
So Is there the winner?
Yep, that's quite tall.
We have a tower here. Marko,
There's one here, there's one there.
Marko,
Yes.
here.
Okay.
This is a good one.
So, it looks like this one is clearly the highest.
Ah, this is a-
Okay. Stability is everything. We had big contenders, but obviously this comes also very close. Absolutely. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody. So you built your towers. Take quickly your photos. You're going to have to dismantle these towers pretty soon and build something completely different with it. Okay.
Take a snap, put it on Twitter.
Absolutely. So what did we learn? What did we learn? We learned, first of all, definitely that it was fun. But what did we notice as well, especially those who were not building? We noticed that LEGO series play engages people. There are certainly traditional meetings out there where people are simply sitting back, relaxing, doing not much thinking, not much participating in discussions. But then there are also the meetings where people are present 100%. And that's exactly the experience that we're trying to create for you with the help of LEGO Serious Play. We are trying to make you 100% engaged and part of the fun exercise that we have designed here for you. So that's the aim of this toolkit. But there are also other reasons.
Oh, more than one guy.
Yeah, the other reason is that when you started working together, you started contributing and you started becoming essentially a co-owners of your work. So you do something together and you enjoy the contribution you put into this. So that was also some lesson that can be learned for the future. What else? So here comes the next task to you. First of all, start dismantling your existing towers. I know that you're very sorry for that, especially those teams who did so well, civil engineers and other non-civil engineers who built their towers. But now please dismantle this, because now there is the chance to do something completely different.
Okay, 30 seconds to dismantle your towers. Please dismantle your towers, please. 30 seconds, quickly. We need the blocks.
Exactly. We need all the resources there are. Please do break them apart again.
Pool all your resources so that all of you have access to them.
Okay. And once you have dismantled this, the next task is very simple. Individually, each and everyone separately, now please put together 5 bricks in completely random order. As you can see on this slide, there are a couple of photo examples here as well. Just take 5 bricks and put them together completely in a random manner. Well, you can have 30 seconds if you wish. Just 5 bricks put together within 30 seconds.
5 bricks.
Only 5 bricks.
Hang on to that.
5 bricks is fine.
It's yours.
All right. Most of you are done already. Keep those 5 bricks as one element that you just built. And Ramesh and I are going to tell you about what to do with these buildings in a minute. Okay. And we're going to tell you about the use of symbols. You remember that when you were a small child, you played with everything that you had in your disposal. You could take a branch of a tree and make pretend that this is going to be your magic wand.
Or just pebbles from the road.
Or something like this. Yeah. And you make them work for you. So essentially, whatever you prepare, whatever you produce, you can attribute a meaning to it and play with it. So when you look this slide that you have in front of you, what can you see on this slide? Aeroplane?
Aeroplane. Okay.
Who can see something else?
Anyone else? What do you see? Seesaw.
Seesaw. That's
Okay.
a very good thing. Well, sorry?
Bird.
It
Okay.
can be scorpion. Who else sees anything? Sorry? Sorry? Chocolate. Can be possibly also a box of chocolates.
He's
So
hungry.
essentially it depends on your imagination. What can you see on the picture? But what can I also attribute to this? So I built an airplane and I made a photo of it and I put it on the slide. But instead of talking about it as about a plane, I can also use plane as a symbol for something else. Plane can mean, for example, fast, because usually it goes somewhere. Plane can mean trips or holidays. Plane can mean something which is very much objective-oriented, focused. So it primarily depends on what kind of meaning do you attribute to something that you're building with your Lego bricks.
For example, what are the adjectives you would associate with a plane?
Crash. Possibly.
I thought that's a noun.
Yeah. Right. So you can come up with something like that. And we're going to give you in a minute the following exercise. And this is now in your tables, but you do explaining exercise alone. And you start with a person who is sitting closest to us. So this one is the one who starts with explanation. And then you move clockwise to the next person and the next person and the next person until everybody in your table gets to say something. In case in your table you have less than 6 people, then you can start over with a person number 1 after you have gone the full circle. And the task is the following. This is the practice of showing that bricks can really mean anything we want. And this is the practice of showing creative thinking and use of symbolic language. So, the first person. So who is the first person in your table who starts explaining of what they built? So just lift up your hand. So who's the first person? You have selected the first person. And just a second. Just a second.
Who's the second? Yeah,
All right.
clockwise.
You have chosen your first person. Now, here comes your exercise. The first person explains how this, what they built with the help of those 5 bricks, means my home.
So the model,
Within-
the model you have built with your 5 bricks, can you use that model to describe your home? Only the first person.
Exactly. So show this to others and show that you have built your home. And why is this your home? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Multi-characteristics, that's why I choose the 5 colors that apply on the table. So that's the 5 colors. I want a mix of every character.
Okay. Can we have a microphone here, please? Okay, and can we get the camera to this place so that we can see what your definition of your building was? So show it to the camera and explain how this is your home.
Okay, so
Oh, it's on, it's on.
Okay, sir?
And the way I build it is that I just choose the 5 different colors that I can pick from the tables, and I want to make my home that is mixed characteristic as possible. So everybody in my family is welcome. They can be their own in my homes. So I have 5 colors, symbol and 5 colors.
So 5 colors in your home represent your home. Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So that was the first exercise. Now, the next person.
The second person on each table, can you raise your hand, please?
Okay.
Clockwise to the first.
Now, the second person, raise your hand and explain how what you built is content management system. Are you ready for that? So in 30 seconds, explain how you built a content management system. Okay, so can you please explain to everybody how our building is a content management system
Okay,
so that we can
here's
follow?
the content management system. Go ahead.
So please go ahead.
So here is my content management system. This is the front end of it, and this is the admin part. It's sitting on top of front end, and whatever change you will make in from admin panel, it will get reflected on front end.
Okay. Well done. There is front end, there is back end, there are all other kind of widgets. So
Good
indeed,
stuff.
you were very good in building your content management system. Well done. Okay, so let's take the next exercise.
The third person.
The third person in your table has just built the coolest computer ever. So tell how this is the coolest computer ever.
Explain. Oh, he's done? Okay, here, Marko, the coolest computer ever. Who's got a mic? Rajan.
Whatever you have is whatever you have. That is the coolest.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, my name is David from Nairobi, Kenya. My coolest computer is powered by a turbine. So it's a green computer, it uses wind. And then it is powered to the ground. So it benefits everybody who accesses the ground and stuff. Thanks.
Brilliant. So wind-powered computer.
Wind powered.
Excellent. You were really good in building this kind of computer. It was really well prepared from your side. So thank you. So now we have the third exercise. Are you ready? The fourth person? Now the fourth person has built an interesting experiment. So tell us how your building is an interesting experiment. Okay. Ready? Are you ready to tell about your interesting experiment? Yes? Okay. Can we have the...
Done? Whose is interesting?
Okay. So how is this an interesting experiment that you have built?
Experiment to travel in the time and into the space, because it has 3 different eyes pointing to different places. So you can travel to any place.
Okay, so time traveling or place traveling machine all in one. Very good. It's
Experiment.
very interesting experiment that you have built for us. Thank you very much for your explanation. Thank you. Well, we have 2 more buildings to go through. So building number 5 and person number 5 has built my dream software. Okay.
That's your dream software. Explain, please.
Okay. Can I have the microphone? Okay. Rajan, thank you. All right.
Whose is it here?
So I guess
Who's doing this?
so I guess this one is like a great software because
Software, your dream
there are different parts coming out of this, and you can use this part for something like an e-commerce website. You can use this part as a financial kind of software. So and it's very colorful. Your children will be very happy to see that it's very colorful. So I guess yeah, it's very colorful. And
Okay, very colorful dream software.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much as well. And now, finally, the last exercise. The sixth person can show how they have built Joomla. So, who was in your case?
Yeah, okay. Camera here.
Okay.
He's got.
I have built Joomla. This is my view, okay, in the front end. This is my model in between, and this is a controller. And it works dynamically to produce a great website. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hey.
So we have Joomlas as well. Very well done. So in essence, what we have experienced just is the following. We have experienced always quite a lot of fun. What we have experienced is that how hand-mind connection works. We have experienced how essentially we can give meaning to any object. And the good news is that we have now finished the practice part.
It also means that when you give a meaning to an object, the meaning matters more than the object. You see
Absolutely.
that? Yeah. So it doesn't matter what the object is. The meaning that you give to it is what matters.
Indeed.
Right? So we built the model first and the story came later. And yet your story is more important than the model.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I started the statement with the good news was that we are done with practice. As a matter of fact, there is no bad news. There is another, even better news. The better news is that now we can start using the bricks in order to build the future of Joomla community. And this is what we are going to do. So our challenge is essentially use the bricks and then build both individually and collectively how Joomla community is going to look like 10 years from now. So it's going to be a little bit imaginative task. So you would need to reflect and think that, well, what is my role in it? What is the Joomla in general going to be? But we are going to take our time and spend some time in interesting building activities and interesting discussions. So there are certain house rules. First of all, the first rule is that when you don't know what to start building, then simply start building. There is a saying, don't hold a meeting with yourself. Do not hold a meeting with yourself, just start doing.
Building. Your hands know it, don't worry.
The second thing is that when you do the model, always talk about the model, describe your Lego model, explain it, ask questions about the model. Don't ever talk about anything else. Because it's easy to simply sit back and start thinking that, yeah, the future of Joomla will be like that. But only do it with your models, with your hands. So only through models. Then, the third thing is that divide the tasks at your table. And there are 3 roles for this exercise that you need to have present in your table. First of all, each table should choose a facilitator. So this is somebody who leads the discussion and makes sure that everybody in your table participates actively and has a say, so that there will be no silent participants in your table. So that's the first role. The second role is the role of a reporter. So somebody who has a Twitter account, somebody who has a smartphone and can take the photos of what you have built. So this person takes the photos and posts them to Twitter with these hashtags JWC15. And there is a third person who makes sure that you occasionally take a look at time, because time is going to be critical in those exercises. We can go on forever, we can discuss long, but there is only so much useful what we can take out in the short period of time. So try to make sure that you're also following the time.
So can we have the facilitators by a show of hand, please?
So who is the facilitator in your group?
Facilitator at each table.
At each table.
So those tables? Every table has a facilitator?
Table. Yeah. Okay. Do we have a facilitator everywhere?
Yep. All right.
Put your hand up.
Put your hand up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we have one each.
So, the second one. Does your group have a reporter? So, hands up. Reporters, please.
Reporters.
Reporters, please, hands up.
Okay.
Okay. And finally, timekeepers. Hands up, timekeepers.
Timekeepers. Timekeeper.
Okay. So everybody has all three roles covered. So, the exercise is now the following. Bear with us for some time. There are two steps in this exercise. First step is individual building. So first of all, we don't start building immediately as a group, but we first do it individually. So use the bricks, use your imagination, and start thinking out with your hands what the future of Joomla community is going to look like. And the second task is going to be explaining it to your table so that everybody understands. At this stage, don't start discussing. Simply listen and make sure that you understand, because otherwise it's going to take too long. Listen and understand.
So when everybody has completed his individual model, the facilitator will make sure that everybody takes turn with 30 seconds to explain the model to the rest of the group. And that's where the timekeeper comes in with the facilitator.
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
All right. And reminder of the task. You have to answer to the question, where will Joomla community be in 10 years from now? So 2025. Use 1 to 3 keywords and describe individually your future model and explain it to the rest of your group members. And when you do the building, each of your tables has a small white paper pad, and you probably have some pens. We kindly ask you to write a couple of keywords next to your model when you have built it. So for example, Joomla in 10 years might be goal-focused and might be fun. So these are simply my examples, but you can come up with your examples. Use the white pad and write your stuff next to it.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
Any questions?
Any questions? If not, then time starts ticking. 3 minutes for individual building. 3 minutes for individual building, and time starts counting down.
Individual models, 3 minutes.
We're perfect with time.
Okay. 10 to 6. Do it in about an hour.
Remember at this stage, just building, not talking, just building and writing down the keywords. Building and keywords, no talking yet.
Don't talk and don't disturb your colleague. Please build, 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 build. You done? Max 3. Minimum 1.
Once you're done, take a pen and write your keywords next to your buildings. What? Okay, we have 30 more seconds for finalizing your buildings. If you are unable to finish it all, don't worry. You can always explain with words. The building doesn't have to be perfect. Right, and 10 more seconds to go. You need to be ready pretty soon. Okay, time's up. So no more building. And now the next task to you is that in your group, explain to the other members of your group what you have just built and how this represents your vision of Joomla community for the future, for 10 years from now. And everybody else has the chance to listen. So maximum 10 minutes for this kind of deep discussion and listening to what the others were building and what do they have to say.
You have 10 minutes within which to explain to each other.
Some of you have 6.
Some of them have already built the collecting model.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started immediately.
Hello. Just cover. No. What choice, isn't it? It's only the Air India one. But it will be 11 by the time we reach. Okay, that may still be okay. I think let's do the Indigo. Yeah. No. 725. That's 1925. What? 8 o'clock is what? Oh.
Fine. You're done already? All the team members? Okay. Okay,
I think
yeah, and you have
still
taken
better to
photos
do
and
like
uploaded? Brilliant. You're very fast.
Even if there is some delay
Well done.
during the day in the session. Okay, let's do that 9:30 Indigo, is it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Futuristic. Great.
Trying to do the Joomla logo.
Well done.
You just code a test. Oh, that's a bigger problem.
All right, half time is up. 5 more minutes to go.
Some have finished the collective also. Four. 4 minutes. It's the same time. Medium. Yo. Talk to John.
Is somebody from your table ready to explain your individual model to the others through camera? Good. Is somebody ready to do this?
No, we are not ready.
Sorry?
We'll just get ready.
Okay. Is someone in your table ready to do the presentation of their individual build to the others by camera? You? You could? Okay. I'll invite the camera here. Okay, 3 more minutes to go, and then we'll see a couple of individual models. Is somebody from you ready to present their individual model? You would like to? Okay, very good. So we'll bring everybody else. Okay.
Ready? Narration is over.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keywords.
Okay. Okay, 2 more minutes and then we're done. Yep. Yes?
What is the another hashtag?
Sorry?
What is the another hashtag?
LSP. LSP.
Want to be a CMS leader?
Okay. Very good. Yep. Good. Very good. LSP. Excellent. Okay, our time is almost up. Remember, first of all, listen what was built. The second, take a photo and upload them to Twitter, JWC15, and the second hashtag is LSP, Lego Serious Play. LSP is the second hashtag. And in a second, we are going to go to a couple of tables and we are going to look at what was built. Right. Can we bring the microphone here, please? Can we have a camera also this direction? Okay. So, are we ready?
I am. Are you?
Yes. So, can you please tell us what did you build, and we can look in the detail.
Okay, what I built is the the Joomla and the Joomla community. I lack of a lot of people. I used the little yellow blocks to depict the users, the community, the groups. You see the struts binding the users and the community, and actually bridging differences and opinions, and building up to reach for the stars.
Okay, so the flag aims for the stars.
Oh, it's the pole that aims for the flags, and the flag is the pinnacle of the job. It's reaching the end result.
Okay, very good. Does anybody in your group want to present theirs? So? No.
Marko.
Okay.
Here.
There is another one.
Here.
Okay. Do we have a mobile camera which can go so far?
Might
Okay.
need a top view. Where's the other camera?
It's stationary.
No, he's coming.
Okay, until it comes,
He's just become mobile.
it just becomes mobile. Okay. Can we point the camera until this time here?
1 minute.
So, can you present yours as well? So, what did you build?
So it's we're boldly stepping out into the unknown because we don't know what technology is going to be like.
Okay, so what is the unknown in your model?
It's the person kind of with the foot out in the middle of the air, stepping forwards.
Okay.
And waving the flag of open source and volunteer-driven communities.
Right.
Building bridges to other projects and building bridges to other technology projects. And all the little eyes are looking at us rather than us looking out at the eyes.
Okay.
So because we're doing all the cool stuff and people are looking at what we're doing and say, hey, I wish we could be like Joomla. And also the figure can turn and change direction easily without having any kind of crises. So if things change, we can change as a community and still continue to function and continue to innovate.
Okay, so interesting stuff. Several interesting metaphors. Stepping into unknown, but when we step into unknown, we can circle around and find the direction, then building bridges to the other systems and others looking at us, looking for lead. Yeah. Okay, very interesting. Thank you very much. Okay, let's look behind now.
Yeah. Get out. top view.
Who does explanation? All right, please do.
You need to look from the top view. So if you see from the top, you can see the hashtag, and it's year 2025, and Joomla is still trending. So that's it.
Still trendy.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay, thank you very much. So we have several important individual builds, and most of this information is in our groups. And we would like you to work on the next task, which comes immediately after. So, the next task is to start building a joint vision of your table. So far, we looked at individual views on how the future is going to look like. But now you would need to gather the different perspectives of the individuals sitting in your table into one coherent story. So, the first suggestion, therefore, is that if your models are apart, try to put them into the center of your table so that they would be closely placed together. Then the second thing, try to come up with a joint story of your table and joint story of your team, and write down the most important, and try to be precise in doing so. So try to really come up with "we shall," and then tell us what you are going to do as a team in order to really make it a reality. So these are the rules, and those "we shalls" should be maximum 3, no more than 3. Can be 1, can be 2, can be, but no more than 3. Then what else? Once your story is in place, do the same kind of thing. Use a sheet of paper and write with as clear handwriting as possible what is your "we shall." So, what is your "we shall" that you will do jointly in order to achieve this vision that you have just set for yourself? And we're going to go through 2 phases in this building as well. First of all, building this joint vision, and the second one, putting down it into an action plan. So what are the "we shalls" that everybody in your table is going to contribute to?
And when you build the joint vision, you don't need to accommodate everybody's views. That's not the point. You heard everybody's model, so you could take the best points among those, and if you like, create a new one. Or take the ones that are common across all the stories and create that common one.
Exactly.
Or make it a flow, whatever. There are so many configurations you could do with the stories you heard. But don't try to use democracy here and look for majority. That's not the point, okay?
Absolutely. So 20 minutes starts ticking. Unfortunately, this clock is not working, so try to follow your 20 minutes starting from now.
Now.
Let me just put.
Remember, the reporters in the teams need to have a coherent story around the joint model.
It's coming. 16 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah.
He's given these bags to the hotel guys. That is worrying. They're just swiping. So they have been arranging. So we need to somewhere warn him about it. Because those boxes are with the hotel guys. After the thing, we talk to him.
Story. I'm sure the story is as good as the model. Is the story as complex as the model? Wow. Thickly populated. Almost done. Okay. Are we done? This is a. It's not me.
Sorry.
You gotta, but you gotta be linked.
Still works.
Yeah, I see one more. These are islands. We also need 3 V
Yeah.
shell, right?
I created a feedback loop.
1 to 3 V shell.
Yeah, I understood immediately.
One you did? Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Can you still hear? Can you still hear?
You also need to have a story around the signals.
Okay. All right, that's all right.
There is a bag. There.
Great. Brilliant. All about Lego Series Play. It's very democratic, indeed. Absolutely.
Everybody's having fun while we're
Good.
Talk to him then. I haven't spoken about today.
All right. Okay. Once you are about to finalize your joint story, try to now come up with we shall. So what is it that you as a team are going to do? So we shall. What you shall do.
shalls into the.
Yeah. Okay, sorry?
Each of the tables we shall needs to be uploaded into Twitter.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the final.
Yeah, exactly.
But whenever they are ready. So some of them have done only one. That's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
Need to upload it.
Exactly.
And Marko, how are you placed tonight for dinner with Rajan?
That's a possibility. Indeed, to know. Remember, once you're about done, then upload your we shalls together with your models also to Twitter. Hashtag JWC15 and hashtag LSP, Legacy Play. So do a photograph and write down what's the we shall. So we shall see what you shall have written. Let's see. Something. Let's see something. Okay. Take a photo. So in your team, do you have your we shall already in place? Okay. Have you written it down somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is anybody of you willing to report on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That's good.
You should ask me first. No, you haven't asked me yet.
So you.
Really? Really?
So your we shalls are done?
We're still working on finishing those.
Okay.
We've got our,
Okay.
got our keywords and points and trying to translate those into our we shalls to accomplish our keywords.
Okay. Your will shalls are ready? Your we shalls are ready? Okay. Okay. Just one. That's very good. The lesser the better.
Joomla community in 10 years. It's not Mad Max. This is not WordPress.
Brilliant. Okay. 6-7 more minutes and then your we shalls should be in place.
Story ready? Who's the reporter? practiced it? I think you should do it once.
Now just need to go to this flexible base.
Is there only 3 things?
Up to.
Up to.
Try to focus.
If you are done, I think the reporters in each of the groups will have to narrate the story once to the rest of the table, so that we know that you got it in coherence. The reporter narrates the joint model story, beginning to end, just once.
It's a good idea to practice.
Yeah, to the table, to the table.
Five more minutes. 5.
Fine. So the Sunday afternoon, I'm catching a flight.
Sorry?
Sunday afternoon,
Yeah.
I'm catching a flight out of the, something's come up.
All right. So tonight. Good.
I'll ask him. Did you eat after this? You're okay.
I'm fine.
He's okay for tonight. He's okay for tonight. After this, put your number.
Is one of you ready to tell the coherent story of your group to everybody else, and then also summarize the we shalls? So what's the story of your model, and then what you shall do? Okay. So we'll come with the microphone to you. One of you, all of you. Okay, very good. So one is going to be here. Is one of you ready to speak to the microphone? What's the coherent story of your team? And what are your we shalls? Okay, so we'll bring the microphone here as well. Brilliant, very good. Okay, just 2 more minutes to summarize, and then we are going to hear a couple of examples. So a couple of examples of the stories that you have put together, and what are your commitments in terms of what you shall do. How does it look? The back side? Good. Yeah.
You're going to do 3 or something?
I guess that we have even time for 5.
We'll do one somewhere here, one here.
Exactly. Let's do. I have selected a couple of them here. They're at the front already. So. Okay, time is almost up. Be ready to put on your finishing touches.
What are they doing? Have they uploaded? Okay, are all the stories told? Yeah. And all the we shalls uploaded?
Okay. 30 more seconds to go, and then we start listening to the stories.
Marko.
Can we bring the cameras here? Sure. I have one microphone. Microphone? Right.
Let's do the back of the hall. They're feeling left out.
They are already ready, so we can go back to them.
Do one and then go back.
Yeah, okay. Do one. All right. Okay, so there is at least one group at the back who is ready to talk, but we'll do the first group here, and then we can move so that those sitting at the other side of the room won't feel left out. So who of you is going to talk about what your vision of the future is going to be and what are your commitments that you take as a team?
All right. Can people see our model, or how should I just be describing it?
Zoom in.
Zoom in. Can you zoom in?
Yeah. Okay, here's a model.
There we go. Okay, so we thought about a lot of different things, and we had a lot of different ideas in our own individual models, and it kind of came together as this. We have this kind of represents the time of the next 10 years. And we want to start on a very solid base. So we have a very big solid base that we have right now, and then we want to grow, and first a little bit, and then eventually during the years really start increasing our growth. And that's why the steps get bigger and bigger. We want to build on top of the solid ground and on top of transparency. So this bottom thing here means that everything should be built and grow from transparency in the community. And then we have different people represented on the way up. Here we have somebody helping somebody on board, because we think that's very important that we can help other people get on board into the community and help all together contributing. Yes. And as we go up, we get higher and higher, and at the end we have put a little wing or a little motor on the end of this guy, and he is ready to take off and with a raised flag at the top, ready to take off and help maybe even more people join the community. Anything I forgot?
So that's the story of the development of the commitment of the community. But what are your commitments that you take as a team?
We shall.
What do you shall?
We've said we
Sorry? There's microphone.
to help each other, starting this from the strong base. We will help each other, and these are the commitments, and start growing up, and sorry.
So I understand that this
we
is
have-
the
yeah,
one
this
of the user who is being kept
yes.
up. Okay.
Yeah. And finally, the everything is built on the transparency, and that's what the community means. Here is that's why they put the transparent blocks there. So the true community meaning there, the build on transparency, helping each other. That's what the Joomla mean all together and everything. So.
Okay, but we shall. First, we shall was we will help the other community members, but what was the other one?
We shall start with the solid base we already have.
Okay.
And we shall empower users to get on board, and we shall build on transparency.
Brilliant. That's very good. So thank you very much. So one of the cameras maybe can go back, but at the same time, we can use one of these cameras to see that what this team has come up with. So which one of you is going to speak? So if you can a little bit turn to that side so that camera can see you. Okay.
So these are the Internet of Things which we have connected. So I think we shall, after 10 years, we shall be developing a lot of Internet of Things, and then this is the heart of websites. And then we'll be building a bigger community so that we help each other and share lots of information and contribute more.
Okay. All right. Are there some particular things that you can also do immediately? So we shall do something now.
Now.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we could contribute more to open source, which we haven't started yet. I
Okay.
think we'll be looking forward to that very soon.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks. So there is another table behind there who wants to have a presentation.
So our team, it's kind of a graph, and if you look at it from the top down, you actually see a line graph, and from the bottom up, you see a mountain. We start right here, and then this is where we are. And the story is we're gonna, keep doing milestones to get better and get further and further down the path as a community and involve community members each way, and the flags are the milestones. And then the final goal 10 years from now is the unknown. We don't know where it's gonna be, and because it's going to be something different that we don't know. And our three we shalls are: we shall work together, we shall introduce new features, and we shall embrace the unknown, because any of us, what we imagine in 10 years from now, it won't be that. It's going to be something even better. So.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much. All right. Any other groups who want to talk? Okay, let's jump over there. And then we can go there. Very good. So which one of you will have the chance to explain what you built?
Hello everyone. There's a guy who wants to sell the dogs. So he comes to a developer. So this developer tries everything and he ends up with nothing. So he decides, if I'm facing this problem, then most of all the people will face a problem. So he builds a community filled with the developers, testers, and something. And when they are, this provide the services like the security levels, because it is a teamwork and collaboration of each individuals, they end up in their technology. So when this technology ends up together, the Joomla community comes on top of, and he says, I'm on top of the world. Look up and scream like, this is me. This is Joomla, and he ends up with like the open source community, and he provides services for all. This we want to convey to the rest of you. Thank you.
All right.
Good.
Thank you. So who else wants to have a word? We can still listen from 3 groups. This one. Yeah, let's go there. Who is going to tell the story? You have the mic? All right. Okay.
So this is our imagination of the Joomla community. It starts focused on community. We want to be inclusive of everybody. You'll see a lot of people on here doing a lot of different things. And so we want to create opportunities for people to be involved in the community, break down any barriers for people becoming involved in the community and contributing and being part of the Joomla community. We also want to add new features. I think other people have mentioned that, but we want to add new features, and we'll probably add a few new bugs too, but definitely some new features will make it in there. Yes, a strong community there. And we also want to build bridges to other open source communities. We're all about Joomla, but we're also all about open source. So we want to build bridges and collaborate with other open source communities to help us learn, to help them learn, and to make us all better. And we're also pretty sure there's lasers involved.
Okay. So, good. Lasers, communities, bridges, all very important stuff. So who else wants to add something that has not been said yet? So let's go behind there. Stay here. Oh, here? Okay. So let's take you first, and then there's another one ready over there behind.
We just built a Joomla as a So Joomla as the primary focus here, which is like a Joomla city, and we try to build more like a 10 blocks, which is a 10 years building a Joomla kind of a temple structure, a tower where the people with hands all active and with achieving on top of the tower, and we try to add other things like and there's also a fun element where an alien ship has come to also visit and see the Joomla. So there's a lot of creativity and color around that. So the next part of Joomla would be more creative and colorful and inclusive, and it will be more, scalable.
All right. You have plenty of different things in this Joomla city. So can you show us around a little bit? So what kind of things are there in this city?
There is 10 layers. It is it means that after 10 years where the Joomla community will be. This is called Joomla community. Joomla will be number 1 position in that type. And as I told, there is one vehicle here. This through that vehicle aliens will come and learn the Joomla. So after 10 years, okay, concept is something like that.
Okay. Yes.
Joe, but other CMS are still struggling with this one. Joomla is still top.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And you said that this one was a temple of Joomla,
this is
or
a temple.
So what does it mean?
You can look from 2 sides.
So the temple, the Joomla, yeah.
So what is the temple?
So the temple is of wisdom. So it's not like religious as such. It's mean to that there's a lot of wisdom going in building a Joomla platform.
Absolutely.
That's a metaphor.
Very interesting. So large city here. So let's go behind there. There were some eager hands, people who were interested in contributing and showing what you did. So what was your vision?
So we all know that 80% of our users are new. This one, if you can see, is a new user who get introduced to Joomla somehow. The one who already knows something is trying to help him to come join the community. Everybody is trying to jump up. This one is the base, the strong base of Joomla. The 4 hands coming together. The small one are the new one, the new users. The one with the bigger ones is the leadership team. He's helping us, working together to fly off the whole Joomla. So we don't know where Joomla will be, but we know that we shall grow together.
Okay. Do you take also some commitments as a team to contribute to the growth somehow?
Yeah, we all contributors. Okay.
Brilliant, that's good to know. Thank you very much for your contributions as well. So there was one more table behind there. We can see what your contribution is well. And looking at time, after this we have room for one more, two more, maybe two more. So who is very excited to demo what you have built, you can be ready. So who would like to talk? Yeah.
This is our team, and as you can all see, these are different individuals at different levels. We have the leadership here, right from the bottom, from the grassroots. All of them have small successes, and we believe all these successes are going to bring Joomla to the top success. Small successes contributed, we are getting Joomla at the top, and we have a person here which shows sacrifice and commitment. Someone sacrifices himself for the sake of Joomla, and there is still growth. So small successes from different communities and the whole success of Joomla. So, and we are still going ahead.
All right, can you just elaborate? Who is the one whom you are going to sacrifice?
We can't say who, but this represents the whole rest of humanity.
All right.
Any person.
Very philosophical.
Including you.
Okay. And what are your commitments? What you shall do as a team?
As a team, we are going to, what we shall do, every person aims at success. That's why each person here holds a flag which shows success. So we shall help each other, bring together, create small successes for the people and for the community.
Okay, that's very interesting. Starting with small successes to move ahead. Thank you very much. Very interesting discussion from here. Okay. Yeah, sorry, you wanted to add?
It's like a win-win situation for everyone.
Okay. Brilliant. Win-win for all. Okay, there was a team who wanted to go next. So, who wants to do?
So this is our community, and it's represented by a tower made up of different cultures and skill sets, surrounded by what we have here is flexibility, very hard work and commitment. We have security here protecting us from the outside world and anything that could harm us. And we've got a mountain here that we want to go on top of in the next 10 years. We're extensible as well, and here we're keeping watchful eyes for changes that may come. And in the future, we plan to rocket to the yeah, we have a spaceship here to rocket ourselves. And we did commit to some things. We said we shall accept volunteers of all skill sets. We shall follow the rules of security. We shall share our knowledge openly, and we shall be receptive to feedback. And we shall keep it fun.
All right, very nice and friendly. Anybody wants to add anything? Yep. All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry. Okay, so one more group at the back, and then we're done. Sadly, time is flying. Okay, so who of you is going to speak?
So what we have here is that we have a very strong product. And the idea is that if we focus on building a really strong product, the community will evolve and revolve around it. So we need to focus on the product as well as the community, and they go hand in hand, and we need to focus on building a really great product is what I feel. And that's what we shall do. That's it.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so at this stage, I guess that it's worthwhile that everybody gives everybody a big hand of applause because you have done great. So, before we finish, there are a couple of things that we would still like to stress. So, first of all, this information that was created by these discussions, don't leave it only to this room and your own small group of 5 or 6 people. Try to share it and try to use the examples of the models that you built in the next discussions over the next couple of days that you're here together, as well as in the future when you're working together as a community. So try not to make it as one-off event, but try to build on it for something future. The second thing, Ramesh and I, we hope that we convert it into believers of LEGO Serious Play, because it's really amazing what a set of some bricks can do in order to incite our creativity and make certain things seem quite simple, seem quite interesting. So try to use these kind of tools also sometimes in the future is the second thing. If you're interested in the further details, there is also an open community of people who are dealing with LEGO Serious Play, and there is the address which is called seriousplaypro.com. So you can go to this website and you can see hundreds of case studies how LEGO Serious Play tools have been used in different organizations, in different contexts, at different events. So you can try to see that maybe those tools that you just learned within the last 2 hours can be also useful for you in the future when you do your work elsewhere.
All right, so we use the bricks as props today to create metaphors and make meaning out of what we see. Going forward, it shouldn't be necessary at all to use props. I think you want to understand the world better, it's best understood through stories and metaphors. I'm an engineer and I've been in IT for 35 years now, and I find among engineering people, developers, a very low propensity to use stories and metaphors. That's very sad, because the rest of human beings understand it only that way, right? And by we sticking to our engineering jargon and terminology, we actually alienating ourselves from the rest of the human race and becoming as antisocial as we can, right? So my suggestion to you is, at the end of this exercise, try and use the power of metaphors and stories when you have something to describe at work, when you have something to describe in your community, when you have something to say to your team. Try and think of a metaphor or a story. It works beautifully every single time. And when developers and engineers do it, you surprise the hell out of the world. And you stand out in a crowd. So do try this, okay? Thank you very much. We had fun.
Yes, and we have you too. Thank you.
That was very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marko. I think this is a lot. Did everybody have fun? Yeah! Did everybody, how many people met somebody that they had not met before tonight? I did. I met like 5 new people that I'd never met before. Yeah, that's good. This is what we want in our community. We have an enormous community, and these are great events. Thank you, Marko, and your team for helping to introduce us to other members of our community and to help us explore how we work and collaborate in Joomla. So I hope you guys had a good time, and hopefully we learned some things. As we close down tonight, dinner will be served right outside here, the same buffets we had for lunch. Everybody's invited to join us for dinner. Maybe we can continue the conversations that we had about the Joomla community and about meeting each other and learning about ourselves here. So definitely join us for dinner tonight. And then at 8:30 back in here in the ballroom, we will have bug squashing, where we get to dig in and work on some of the bugs that are reported in Joomla, maybe find new bugs, because those are always being found. So some of the PLT members from our production team will be in here to help you. If you've never squashed a bug or dealt with the Joomla software in any way at all, feel free to join us. You can join in as well. So we'll end with this right now, and we'll have dinner right outside. That should be already ready to go or in the next couple minutes. And then don't forget, at 8:30, we will, if you're interested, come back in here and have a fun evening of bug squashing. Sound good? Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.